Hey everyone, welcome back. It's still Tuesday. Just a little bonus episode that I wanted to do. I've been meaning to do this one for quite a while. It is not cards, but it is photographs. And the photographs that I'm about to show you are from 1992. What's significant about it is one of my dad's friends years ago went to this event in 1992, took a lot of pictures, and copied some off, made some copies, gave them to my dad to give to myself, and they are from the inaugural tire test in 1992 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So pretty historic event. These are in no particular order because they've been looked through and went through so many times. So we'll just start off here with Davey Allison, and we'll zoom in here just a little bit so you guys can see a little bit of the decaling and the sponsors and so forth. There'll be some repeats of different drivers or what have you. And this was before they put the safety apron in the corners. And I wish they would have left this particular configuration because I think it would have made the Indy 500s and the Brickyard 400s so much more competitive because the cars could have went down on that flat and had a little bit of an extra lane. But when they put that access road in, it just made the track so much more narrow. So again, we have Davey Allison there, and these pictures were taken down in from turn number 1. Looks like there's going to be several Davey shots there, but again, you can just see these pictures are really nice and crisp. Now, the colors are a little bit off because anybody that went to a race and seen Davey's number in person, those numbers were super bright. So we have Kyle Petty here driving for Felix Sabates. We'll zoom in there so you guys can see that. But you can still see the old grandstands there in turn 1 and that old Armco barrier. Rusty Wallace, Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac for Roger Penske. Ernie Irvan. He would be out of this car in a little over a year, driving for Morgan McClure. Here's a shot from pit row with the scoring pylon still only showing at 33 positions. Of course, they had to renovate the scoring pylon to accommodate NASCAR with 43 starters. There's Rusty. Not sure who that is leaning in, if that's Eddie Dickerson or somebody. Looks like that's Don Miller right there, one of the former co-owners of the car. DW with his fancy chrome numbers. He always loved running those chrome digits on the side of the car. Looks like we have a couple more here of old DW in his own Western Auto Chevrolet. If I remember correct, I think there were only 7 teams that were invited. I know Alan Kowicki's team was not invited to participate, and he was really upset about that. There's Ricky Rudd driving for Rick Hendrick. There's Mark Martin pulling out of the pits. Martin at speed. We have one Marlin at speed. There's one of Rusty. Another driver we haven't seen yet, Bill Elliott, driving Junior Johnson's Budweiser Ford. Of course, he was a contender for the title. 4 races, 1 in a row in the spring, and then the final race at the end of the season. There's Ricky Rudd. And again, the photos don't do it justice because that car was incredibly bright. And so was DW's, to be honest. That orange trim around the bottom really was almost a day-glow color. Again, Bill Elliott. Mark Martin. A couple more here of Mark Martin. There's another one. And I think the fans were allowed to sit inside of turn 1 and in the pit terrace at the time. Bill Elliott. Bill Elliott. Looks like we have our final driver here, Dale Earnhardt, in the pits with Ernie Irvan. Now this photo, this is really cool. If you look at this photo, and if you have the 1993 Goodwrench calendar, that photo that cameraman is taking, that picture where they're posed up there, you see Kirk Shelmerdine Will Lynn, Chocolate Myers, Richard Childress. The whole gang is right there in that photo. This is a very iconic shot. There's a couple more pictures here of Earnhardt. You see old Dale checking out his car. Kind of looking things over. Martin's car by the pylon. Looks like we have one final shot of Dale. And we're going to end here with Kyle Petty. So anyway, just kind of a cool video that I've been wanting to put together, showing you guys some pictures that I had came across years ago. Actually, I've had them for years. I came across them recently. Just had them setting up and been meaning to do this video. But a cool little piece of NASCAR history. I wanted to be down there really, really bad. But I think, I'm not sure why Dad didn't want to go down there. I'm sure probably just didn't want to deal with the crowd. Or maybe he thought that it wasn't open to the public. I don't know. But nonetheless, got some cool pictures here. Would have really loved to have been there, but I did go to the tire test both days the following year in 1993. That was a neat experience, and of course I went to the inaugural Brickyard till 99. Was going to go in 2000, but it got way, way, way too hot for me, and that's another story for another day. And then I really didn't go back till about 2008 or 2010, and kind of been going hit and miss ever since. So it's cool to have a race basically in my backyard. It's 35 miles, or 35 minutes away from me on a good day. On a race day, it's going to be about an hour. So pretty cool to have these photos, a little piece of NASCAR history, and just wanted to share it with all you guys. So anyway, thanks again. I really do appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Come back and see us tomorrow, where who knows what we'll do tomorrow. Still have a couple more things, that some LCS finds and some other stuff that I need to get going before we maybe open up more boxes. Who knows, maybe the Steel City order will be in. But anyway, thanks again for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and we will see you tomorrow.